I want to kick off the deck tech with a sponsor plug. We've got a new sponsor for this month called EveryPlate. They are a meal delivery service that their primary thing that they do better than a lot of the others, they offer a more affordable meal service. With my code, your first package can be as little as $1.99 per serving, or $25 for your first box from them. And as a special thank you to people who check out the sponsor with that offer, if you use my link there to check out EveryPlate and order a box with meals from them, you can also add a deck to the Magic Arena queue for free with that. So kind of get a 2-for-1. Normally I charge $50 to add a deck to the queue, so you can get yourself some delicious meals on top of getting a deck played here on stream. Speaking of decks, this is a combo deck that my buddy Mike's been playing a little bit in Best of One, and I'm interested to see how it feels in Best of Three. So this is an Emergent Ultimatum deck where the thing that Mike figured out that I hadn't seen other people do is Emergent Ultimatum, when cast in this deck, is guaranteed to put Omniscience into play. So what you do is you cast Emergent Ultimatum and you get Omniscience, Vorinclex, and Tezzeret Master Artificer. So you get to go ahead and if they put Omniscience back into your deck, you put Vorinclex into play, and then you put Tezzeret into play after, and it comes into play with 10 counters and it gets to -9, and then fish up the Omniscience from our deck so we can then figure out how to win the game while all of our spells are free, which is why we have Discontinuity here, because it's kind of an instant speed extra turn spell. So you get to go ahead and get the Omniscience into play at end of turn with Tezzeret, and then during their upkeep, you Discontinuity, and then you pass the turn back to yourself, basically, and you figure out a way to kill them on your turn. And we have Fae of Wishes here to fish up and approach the second sun, or Key to the Archives can find us approach stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games with this and see if it feels like it can slog through the format, or if it's a little bit too slow and fair for what's going on. The two questions with a deck like this are always, one, can it play through the incredible amount of disruption the blue-white control decks have in the format? And then two, can it survive the decks that are going to try and run it down? 1778ers, thank you for the 1.5 years of Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, that's definitely one of the big upsides to the meal services, Beansy. Having exactly what you need for the meal instead of throwing stuff away. Even when Christy and I try to make meals ourselves, we always end up discarding food afterwards just because the portions for everything you buy don't line up right. I mean, even when you know what you should be getting, like, the portions you buy of things don't always go into your recipe exactly right. It's not even just about experience, and sometimes you just can't. They just don't sell it in the ratio that you need. It's definitely easier to get close when you know what you're doing, but even that's not a guarantee. Have a 2/2 haster. Just draw a Sky Noodle here, honestly. Yes, the EveryPlate promo is just United States. I should mention that when I plug it. This might just be a fish up Emergent Ultimatum line. Just get that for the future, and then we can play this out as a 1/4 blocker. Thanks for the tier 2 and the 2.5 years, Illicet. Good morning, good morning. Ooh, so they're really pretty aggressively slanted, huh? So land drop. Let's go ahead and drop Fae as a blocker here. I think we're gonna growth spiral this turn rather than drawing Yorion, but it's a little close for sure. Historic is the most popular best of 3 format on Magic Arena. So I try to make a point to fit in at least one historic day per week. I don't know that I can stomach the play patterns every day, but once a week or so is pretty good. Just losing the discontinuity here. Ella said, thanks for the biddies, that's super generous. Of them to kill our creature I was gonna Ritual of Soot away anyways. Yeah, I forget the stove is hot about once a week and I decided to go ahead and touch it. It was like the TLDR. Oh wow, they're like a straight burn deck, huh? I thought they were more mid-rangey, but they're actually like super face smashy. Sideboards are expensive. You are not wrong. That's definitely that is definitely a factor in why best of 1 is more popular. It's also just easier to get into from mental capacity too. Sideboarding is one of the more difficult parts of Magic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! My face is the place they've decided, chat. I assume we're dead here. New pig. Are you supposed to board these in as cheap blockers? I feel like that might be the play. Trim around the edges. Can someone link the opponent's deck in chat? I see some people talking about it being an established archetype. Seems like something we might want to kick the tires on if this deck ends up being a disaster. I think we're going to do 2 historic decks today. This is my plan for our Magic segment. I find sponsors myself, or do I have an agency that handles it? It's a mix. I work with a talent agency that they both find things for me, and when people reach out to me, I have them negotiate and manage things. Yeah, I'm going to be on the front page of Twitch for 2 hours tomorrow morning, Gap. And my Unite content is the content I'd like to grow the most / promote the most, so I'm going to take the opportunity to benefit that content with that promotion. I love sponsors like the Every Plate sponsor, though. Feed me, chat. Food is great. Big fan of food. Hey, thanks for keeping on, Sound of Science. I appreciate the 28 months. Welcome back. So I think a mistake I made last game is I probably should have just played a Fae of Wishes out sooner. So this is definitely play a 1-4 on turn 2 game. Yeah, that too. I'm kind of waiting for alchemy changes to happen, so doing all unite when magic's waiting for changes is fine anyways. Hey, Cordemi. Thanks for the over 3.5 years. Welcome back. This is my 1-4. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Stat line, shit. What a stat line. I think the alchemy changes will make a significant difference. In the long term, I do not think they will make a difference. In the short term, people will play with new shiny toys, so there'll probably be a lot of people playing different creature decks for the next 2 to 3 days after they release. I'd be kind of surprised if long term the changes allow the creature decks to beat the meat hook decks. Yeah, there'll be a honeymoon period regardless of what the long term difference is. And honestly, by the time we know what the long-term impact is, it'll be new Capetta will have dropped and things will change because of that anyways. Which is the great part about Alchemy, is with Alchemy getting regular balance updates, there's more of that honeymoon period more frequently where people are brewing and exploring. Which is exactly what I want from a digital format. Crux is nasty. When you're missing that exiled Fae of Wishes, the backside of Echo of Kumano. We're actually like just dead to this Crux, it's unfortunate. Alright, chat. We're gonna lose up to 3 matches with this deck before we try and play something more reasonable. So we have Omniscience in our opening hand here, so I have to imagine this is keepable, not keepable, right? Like there's nothing to do before turn 2 as well. Yeah, this seems fine, so we'll definitely keep this. We'll bottom the redundant ramp effect. Oh, they're comboing us, chat. We just want to get our ramp on here. Just slow them down. I could wait and save this for taking Kinian, but I want to just knock their thing out. And this grabs a land, and then this grabs our Emergent Ultimatum. Oh, Omniscience, Vorinclex, Tezzeret. So we cast this first, so it resolves second.
Witness my genius.
It might honestly just be right to get binding and kill. Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to interact with them, right? Oh, that's funny, and it comes in on chapter 2 right away. That's great.
I'm not finished with you.
Oh no, chat! Oh no! We are actually, our deck had 64 cards in it! Oh, man. Oh, were they dead to the creature land? I missed it. Chat, I'm not looking at the creature land. Come on now. Why not binding the Paradox Engine? Because Emery literally lets them recast the Paradox Engine, Brotherhood. Do you know what Emery does? Read Emery. So, if they have a land, they get to recast Paradox Engine, and then they get to cast a 1-mana spell and start untapping and looping. So if they have a 1-mana spell, they untap Emery Mindstone, and they could potentially pop off from there with a Mox. Chat, the Farewell, a lot of these cards are in our sideboard to fish up with Fae of Wishes. Do I even want the Hermits? Yes, yeah, and lines like that are one of the reasons why the opponent's deck wins. Would I rather have Hermits or Ritual of Soots? I think I'd probably have rather have Ritual of Soots, huh? I guess they're probably gonna have counters of their own post-board to fight with. I don't know, it's close. I'm just gonna click submit for now and see how it goes. Yeah, I think the interacting with Kitty and Emery is pretty important, huh? Tapped. Play this on 2. And we just grab Extinction Event here, right? It depends on what their leftovers are. And then next turn I can go Growth Spiral into Extinction Event, and then if we draw a black source, we can Emergent Ultimatum the following turn. What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. That is technically correct. Thanks for the 15 months, Jay Gravy. This play is going to seem a little bit odd, chat, but bear with me. The opponent is definitely all dressed up with nowhere to go at the moment. We just need a black source on our side. Nailed it. Did you draw a counter spell? A counter spell? A counter spell? Do 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 do. I didn't have a second black corrosion. So cast you first, so you resolve second.
My employer sends his regard. Time to execute my victory.
Okay, is it Omniscience or is it Jin-Gitaxias? I think it might be Jin-Gitaxias, huh? All right, look at our Praetors, chat. We're just asking to draw Omniscience again. You're not wrong.
I made you a gift.
Okay, so we'll put a stop on their upkeep. End of turn, this grabs us Omniscience. And now during your upkeep, we discontinuity. Okay, my turn. Oh my gosh, we copy Key to the Archive. Okay, that's kind of hilarious. I gotta discard a card. I don't need Time Warp, chat. They're dead. Wait, maybe? Did I mess that up? Hey, so we go granted. Alright, we got to do the thing. That's all you can really ask for, chat. We got to do the thing. Yeah, there were a lot of roads that led to victory there, chat. Three spells are broken. Yep. It's possible I'm just always supposed to mulligan hands that don't have a ramp spell in them. Yeah, I thought about putting a Rule of Law enchantment in the 95. You just gotta believe, chat. You just gotta believe. Sea Monster, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Okay, we got us a noodle for next turn. If we hit running lands, our hand is quite good. Whoa, Time Lord. Hope your recovery from that is fast. Whew. Shoulder. Ooh. It's not the black source I wanted for Christmas. Shadow Rail, thank you for the almost 4 years. I appreciate you hanging around. Welcome back. There's like another burn variation from our opponent, maybe? Oh, they're a shadow deck. Maybe? Maybe I guess I don't have to be shadow. Alright, they at least didn't hit, what's it called for these? Alright, if we draw an untapped land, we can discontinuity them. Okay, I'm totally just supposed to discontinuity their first spell next turn, right? You can actually get a deck submission for even cheaper than that right now, and you can get some delicious food to go along with it. If you're in the US, check out our Every Plate promo. So, with the Vorinclex in my hand, I actually can't get guaranteed, what's it called? This might just be solve for Ritual of Soot, clear the board, I think is the line here. And then this can give us breathing room to set up Vorinclex before we Emergent Ultimatum. Oh, chat, it's been a while since I've seen this interaction, but their sagas don't work now. No chapter 2 for you! The bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him here. And since I have this in play, I just get to get Jin-Gitaxias in my pile. Yes.
Look at all nature. My victory is imminent.
I should technically grab a black land there, probably. Every plate is just US for this promo. Honestly, might just be a click submit angle again. A lot of our sideboard here is Fae of Wish targets. I basically have like 4 hermits to trade out when Ritual of Soot is bad. Draw, I'm gonna keep this in the draw. I think it's really hard to mulligan 2-mana ramp spell lands that cast 2-mana ramp spell. Thanks for the follow, by the way. I'm the dude. Ritual of Soot casting on turn 3 has a lot of value. So remember, we're not like a control deck that's trying to control the game for forever. We're a combo deck. Our sweeper is just trying to buy us time to bridge the gap until we're able to cast our combo kill. Athero, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. Well, that's heckin' rude. Can a man just combo kill people in peace without a roiling vortex showing up and ruining things? They're coming for our memes, chat. They're coming for our memes. That's fine. We have 4 bindings. We can draw 2. Yeah, binding. Binding's such a good card in this deck. Not only is it ramp towards our thing, but it just like is a flexible answer. Hoping to draw 2nd Black Source plus Binding in the next turn or 2. Can I do this in a response? Because I really want to hit my cantrips. Hit my land drops. Worth running Lotus Field with Discontinuity. I think that's probably too cute, because Lotus Field's going to be awkward in most non-continuity hands, and our deck is 80 cards, so you're not gonna have a lot of consistency there. Usually the decks that look to leverage Lotus Field shenanigans, they have more than 4 ways to make Lotus Field be extra mana. Well, so Discontinuity lets you put Lotus Field into play on turn 3, and then Discontinuity to take the trigger off the stack. It's probably worth testing, honestly. I could have solved for a land drop, that's true. Maybe that was a better line than just drawing my bird. I don't know. I can't solve for a black land, so we have a spell land in our deck for solve to be able to find. We have a blue one. It's actually largely in the deck for exactly that purpose. You can fish it up when you need it. I think we're probably dead here regardless. Even if I hit the black source, I'm not gonna have time to deal with the roiling vortex before it ends us. Either of these made blue, I'd keep this, but they don't. I'm gonna repeat this a lot, I'll wager today. We're playing Fae of Wishes in our deck, chat. A lot of the one-ofs you see in our sideboard are there to wish for Fae in situations where they are opportune to be casting. So our sideboard is very different than a typical sideboard you would see out of most other decks. Getting rid of that. Rest is pretty good. If they have Vortex, they'll take Binding. If they don't have Vortex, they probably take Tezzeret. Just have second duress and none of it mattered. That's fine. We drew a land, so we'll just draw Emergent Ultimatum next turn and win the game. Yorion's a thick boy, Chip. And we notably have an Approach the Second Sun in our sideboard as well. It's not out of it yet, Chip. Need a sweeper here real bad. We have a lot of those in our deck. We've got 4 Ritual of Soots, we've got 4 Fae of Wishes, we've got 2 Solve the Equation. There's a lot of reasonable outs here. We can also put Approach inside the Ultimatum pile now. Yeah, Ultimatum is also just lethal because we'll get... Oh, Approach cast from Ultimatum doesn't work, right? It just gives us 7 life. It's cast from hand as it's, right? Born in VV. How about a land? Does a land allow us to win the game? We did on board to the Raminaprins. We are. Kick it. Gonna give opponent or next week too. Hey, Chan, I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We're going to be playing Historic all morning and early afternoon. We're going to play some more of this Ultimatum deck here. BRB. I think that's the first time I've seen a Scourge of the Sky Glades get kicked chip. It was quite good. Thank you for the 11 months of Prime. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. It's really annoying they haven't nerfed this card in. It's really annoying they haven't nerfed this card in Historic. We played against one Wellspring deck, but yeah, pretty much all Luris decks today. You ask why I'm wearing a headset. How else would you suggest I hear the audio from the game that I am playing? Hey, thanks for the third of a year, Norman. Welcome back. I need the echo from speakers behind you, something like that. Yeah, maybe specifically blue-white control has a decent matchup against it. I don't know. It's just like, it's banned in every other format. Can we get it out of this one? We'll cycle Shark Typhoon as a jump blocker this turn. This is smart, them diversifying their threats. Wait, do they not have an untapped land? Alright. Well. Not having Spell Pierce up certainly seems good for us. Yeah, I'm gonna try and catch Luris with the Discontinuity. If you end the turn, it exiles all spells in the stack, chat. I want to keep hitting my land drops here. And unfortunately, you need to just kill their thing. Smuggler Copter is just a boring card that basically goes in every deck that plays creatures if it's legal, Turf Doctor. It's banned because it's boring. Alright, so that's the easy game. Now, post board, they're gonna have some counter spells of their own. Just want my extra sweepers here. Probably don't have time to futz around with Solve the Equation and Key to the Archive on average. Well, technically, Smuggler's Copter is not banned in Historic, chat. Smuggler's Copter simply does not exist on Magic the Gathering Arena. So you technically cannot ban a card that doesn't exist on the platform. Aegis Slash is going to receive a huge buff. I actually don't think Aegis Slash should be buffed. I think Aegis Slash is super reasonable as is, and I think they just need to, like, pull Lucario into line. Whereas like 8 nerfs into Lucario, and it just like is still the best all-rounder by a lot, especially in 5s. Honestly, I'm actually not even sure that Lucario needs to be nerfed so much as I think they should change how attack weight items work. I think the fact that attack weight items just count the raw number of scores you make instead of counting the total number of points you dunk is a mistake. I think they should probably just have attack weight items give you 1 attack per Eos energy you dunk up to 100. Or something, whatever the amount they want to give you is. Like you get one per energy up to, or 1 per 2 energy or something like that up to a certain amount. They basically don't make changes to those items, though. No. So, they don't make changes to held items, asterisk. They make frequent changes to battle items, but they've only ever made very minor changes. It's plus 48 with 6 dunks. Okay, I'd probably make it plus 1 attack per 2 energy up to 100 deposited then. I think I just ritual the Ceram here. Just keep their board clean. 28 months is a lot, Demolisher. Thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back. Of course, Spirit Dancer. The threats just keep coming, champ. So do the sweepers. I don't think I can die next turn. Famous last words. All right, wake me up when it's my turn, Chip. I actually think Gengar's in the perfect spot, too. I think their most recent special attack buff put that character to exactly where it needs to be. This is a calculated risk, chat. We could lose the game here. I'm aware that we could lose the game here. Hey, 10 more. You know, 1 mana enchantment and then all the glitters. I think glitters kills us, right? It would be plus 6. No, is it only plus 6? So it would be 4 plus 2. All right, now we need to not draw any of our combo pieces. Can we still win this? Yeah, 100%. We're ahead. I have an Omniscience in play. I just don't know it yet. Yeah, we'll putrefy it into turn. Excuse me?
master of machines.
I mean, I'm getting the Omniscience either way, chat.
I know how this ends.
I'm guaranteed to get the Omniscience. They just didn't want me to have Vorinclex as a blocker, which is, I don't think that's unreasonable. Zarina has had a bunch of both buffs and nerfs. Yeah, I mean, this line means I don't get a free permanent every turn. Honestly, this pile might be better than giving me the Vorinclex. Oh, if I would have killed this in response, this wouldn't have triggered. Yeah, I might lose this, chat. I think I messed up.
Brilliance comes easily to me.
All right, that's good. Never mind. JK, LOL. Okay, so we go binding. Pay 1. Kill your thing. Yorion. Blink, blink. Feeling cute might end your turn later. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess I'll take the time warp, huh? Okay. They're putting up a fight. All right, I get 4 card draws. Draw step plus this, draw step plus this. We could break off here, Chip. I'm intentionally not getting cycle lands here, because if I draw a cycle land, I want to be able to redraw with it.
Of course.
I'm going to hold this land in my hand in case I draw a key to the archives. And there's a Fae of the Wishes to granted for a victory. Alright. For what? We're like 2-2 at this deck now? Can solidly stamp exceeds expectations on it? I have enjoyed playing Historic this morning. And I've also played against 0 copies of Blue-White Control. Those two things are probably related to each other. Don't jinx it. Oh no, they don't have Lurish, chat. They could be Blue-White Control. Not Blue-White Control, God bless. Let's draw some lands. Nice. Blue-white land comes into play, I concede the match. I mean, that's honestly probably correct for purposes of your sanity. It probably means you climb faster too, yeah? Oh, did I miss my extra land for the turn? You're totally right, I did. In my brain, I was playing the Explore land, but you're correct. My brain is just bad. That's fine, didn't matter. Always see the current deck list we are playing on stream via the Untapped widget. You can also type !deck in chat to get a direct link to the deck list. It's a pretty common, standard thing on all Magic channels on this platform. I wish upon a star. I actually don't have second black at the moment to cast Emergent Ultimatum, so I think I'm actually just foretelling this. Getting my hand empty has a lot of value against their deck that's clearly riddled with discard spells as well. We're actually 2-2, Andrew. So I didn't O2 play something else. So it has solidly exceeded expectations for deck lists you've given me. I currently have 3 cards in my hand, chat, and none of them my opponent can touch, so. Phantom of Eric. Thanks for hanging out in Hooglandia for a year and a half. I really appreciate the support. Welcome back. And again, I think we just play our cards out here because they're gonna make us discard them otherwise. And I think I'd rather have the land in play. Getting kick command in. Alright, they're dead to haul. Down to 1, cast a lethal threat with flying. Your move, Yugi boy. Hope they have 4 discard spells in their hand. I think the long pause there was them weighing their life choices that led them to the point of being attacked by a lethal Fae of Wishes. I can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Hey, Biggins, thanks for 25 months. Welcome back. I think I am cutting the sweepers and bringing in hermits here. I didn't have a lot of cheap dorks. All the Storm Giants being untapped for the first 2 turns is a pretty big deal, chat. Key to the Archive is probably not worth keeping against their King Command deck. I think we actually make a Thopter here, because having a card in my hand when they untap doesn't seem very profitable. It's very likely to just get discarded. Fabled Passage. And Fabled Passage has been any other land they don't get to escape Crux of here. Go grab a land here.
Let's see how you respond to genius.
We're just supposed to upkeep Discontinuity then.
I know what must be done.
Play this out now, I think. The discard deck, chat, is not particularly good against the combo deck when it doesn't have pressure. It's the third card we get here. The extra counters don't really help me with anything. Tank, concede. Got it. Nailed it. Waited just the right amount of time, chat. Yeah, it might have still just been Vorinclex for pressure. That's true. Yeah, it was Vorinclex or Shark Typhoon, I think. Oh, that's true. You could get the Vorinclex and then plus Tez for +2. It was actually just a green-white tokens list, JRC. It was mislabeled. I didn't look at it closely enough when I had put it in deck voting. Probably dead to Thalia on the draw. Oh, I could have played Fae as a blocker. Yeah. 100% should have played Fae as a blocker. Okay, well now I'm committed to Growth Spiral into Ritual of Soot. Some extra sweepers, click submit. I have no idea, Beansy. I don't make promises before I see the spoiler. Speaking of deck submissions, the promo for every plate's going to be running all month. So if you want not only a discount on a deck submission, but also some delicious food delivered directly to your door, be sure to check out that promo if you live in the US. Their cheapest meal box with my code is as little as $25. So you kind of get half off of a deck submission in addition to getting some food along with it. Devil, thank you for the Prime and the 22 months. Welcome back. If you decide to order that now, you can hold on to the deck submission until Capetta comes out as well, but you can also do it later this month. It's going to be up for 30 days. I'll have you know, I also stay for the liberal discussions, not just watching you get mana screwed and die. God bless. Now when they elite binder us, we have 2 sweepers. Second Rid. Can I play this as a game 5? That might actually be the single best part about playing as a duo in Pokemon Unite, is you never have to concede at 5 minutes because you and your teammate can know what you're doing.
Anyone who harms my people must let your blade do the talking. I have got new moves to teach you.
Hey, land. Nice. Taking the Yorion instead of the redundant ulti is, Oh my god, I can't cast the ultimatum. Holy crap. I missed that. Alright. Tilt. A to BRB a second, chat. Take the 1 extra damage here, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that way they have to keep tapping lands to go in with this.
Keep watch for intruders.
Maybe that's wrong, we're actually just dead now. I was hoping to draw a land to cast the ultimatum. Right, because I kill this, I block this, they put a counter on one of these and I die. Apologies. Thought our ultimatum meme was gonna get us to Diamond 4 shit. Let's give it one more shot, huh? Looking back on that, I probably messed up the last turn sequence in that previous game. Probably should have blocked the creature land and then binding the Spellbinder. They still have draws that kill us there, but would have been a little bit more likely to win. Should have counted how low my life total was going to be over the series of 2 turns. Nice, it's a great draw. I kept this hand because if we didn't peel a ramp spell, we could have played Fae of Wishes on 2 against an aggressive deck, but now obviously we'll just Growth Spiral. Although, honestly, this is the burn deck we played against this earlier. I think it might be right to just Fae here. The bleeding a little bit. This is gonna buy us a good bit of life here. Hopefully. I'll start with this because we could draw a could have drawn a what's it called there? A explore. I think it's just key here. Third green for ultimatum. Taking Time Warp is good too, because they could have K command to shatter our key. Yeah, I think we're gonna play the burn deck as our second deck today. That seems pretty good. Got pretty supremely punished for choosing to play Key to the Archive there. I think it was right at the time with the information that I had, but feels bad. I think I'm just cutting the keys for 4 Hermits. Card's just pretty unplayable into Culligan's command. Yeah, someone linked that deck list earlier. Our Nimbus Coco. Chat, I'm not some kind of need to feel smart by doing work reinventing the wheel type person. If there's an established deck list, we're always just gonna go snag the established deck list rather than starting from scratch. Look at Growth Spiral into draw Yorion next turn. You want to cast this as a gain 3? I think could do. Fish Lamp Clock, thanks for the almost 3.5 years. Welcome back. Not a gain 3, but still a gain 2. Long friends. We draw untapped land, we get to Jin-Gitaxias them next turn, which is kind of great. We're gonna draw another 7-mana spell or a tapped land and die. Well, that's an interesting one. I would have thought they wanted to kill this. It's not GG yet, but we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. Cool. One is not none. One is not none. Different numbers, chat. One and none. Is this deck actually reasonable? No. Chat, I will never lie to you, chat. Our deck is super sweet. It is not good. Definitely sweet. Might be great even. Certainly not good. Need to play a black source here so we can Ritual of Soot next turn. Because they had the Saheeli stuff on sale one day, and I think the rainbow colors in her artwork are very pretty. On 3 draws of the land's a bad beat. We could still lose this game. We're at 8. We have no spells left. Nine, 10. So better lucky than good. All right, chat. Our ultimatum deck gets one more chance to pull us up to the Diamond 4 ring floor. Why Ritual of Soot over Languish? Why Languish over Ritual of Soot? Hedon, thanks for the 22 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Languish kills 4 mana 4/4s. What 4 mana 4/4s are in the format that you care about? Ritual does not exile Phoenix. Languish kills Phoenix. The answer to your question is that regardless of which sweeper I pick, there's going to be someone that comes in here and asks why I'm not playing a different sweeper. They're all just a bunch of trade-offs, shit. No matter what you pick, you're missing something. Decide what you want to be. Ritual is such the best 4 mana sweeper against the Auras deck, I think. Extinction Event might be slightly better. It's close. I think if Gruul was more popular, even then, Gruul is usually a collecting company deck. Relic of Progenitus. So chat, low key, one of the best things about this deck that we're currently playing is the fact that, oh, I didn't even notice that I kept Omniscience in my opener. I'm dumb. Is the fact that our deck doesn't rely on the graveyard to combo. It's really nice. Hey, thanks for the 12 months of Prime Butters. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and take this trade. Get ramping. It's gonna land go here, I think. Non-rotating magic formats tend to be much higher power level. Yeah, future. For sure. There isn't a blue-green cycle land yet. People asking why we're playing this Triome. Good discontinuity, so they didn't draw. It's not really very good. I guess I could do that and this. I don't know. I'd rather just get a full-time walk with this down the line rather than denying them a draw. Oh, I should have done this on my turn so I could solve the equation immediately after. Start here and see what we get. Magic Arena heard me say I was having fun with Historic, so it decided to cue me into blue-white control for my winning in. This one I'm gonna Discontinuity, because it exiles it. Oh, is there not a fourth Sultai Triome in this deck? That's the question you gotta point out, Chip. There's not four Sultai Triomes. There's not a fourth Sultai Triome because the person that sent me this deck list is arena poor. These damn plebeians sending me budget deck lists and not telling me they're budget deck lists. Filthy peasants. Gosh, imagine not having wild cards. Just use your credit card, chat. That's what it's there for. It's a rare wild card, chat. What could it cost? $50? Come on now.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Let's slow this down. Let's skip to the good part.
I'm gonna cast this and get counterspelled and go to the next game. Board in 4 copies of Hermit, cut 4 copies of Ritual of Soot, click submit, click submit. Is Thought Distortion good here? Thought Distortion is great here. That's why I'm leaving it in my sideboard, so I can use Fae of Wishes to fetch it up. Timeouts are always free, Straitjacket, but remember, you have that Prime icon next to your name, so if you want the extra premium timeout, Prime sub will get you that. Make sure you spend Jeff Bezos' money every month, chat. He's got too much of it. We call them prime outs? We certainly can. We certainly can. I'm gonna do this now before they have Archmage's mana up. Grab our Thought Distortion for later. Lucas Dragon! Thank you for the 27 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back.
Just the trick for this.
I was gonna go get a land with solve the equation, but getting to binding their Narset is too tasty. It's quite possible I'm just supposed to solve plus growth spiral this turn though. They shocked this in, so I'm gonna discontinuity their Deluge this turn. Or their Wandering Emperor. Goodbye. Discontinuity being a 2-mana counterspell on your turn is kinda hot. Just like, and for my next trick. Hermit means I can counter a Teferi next turn, and then we have mana to Thought Distortion the following turn. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person, shit. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
Run away.
Sweep the leg! Sweep the leg!
You are not much of a roadblock.
I need a minute after that one. Anybody got a cigarette? I don't smoke, but almost feels like we should. Alright, top of their deck's been pretty okay. Why hit the walker that can't do anything? Because my Vorinclex isn't gonna live forever. And eventually their walker will do something. This card makes our stuff uncounterable on the backside, too. Your malevolence has no power against my benevolence. Benevolence shall rule all. All right, chat, for all the marbles. If we win this game, we get to ascend to the Diamond 4 rank floor. I don't think we'll get another free Fae of Wishes resolving after they saw the Thought Distortion. We won't get another one of those, unfortunately. Gonna have to work for this one. Do 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 do. Beep beep do do do. Do 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 do. Dispute me, Daddy.
Before action.
It's a combo in this deck. You cast Emergent Ultimatum. It's a pretty complicated combo. Let me know if you're following along.
Meditate and prepare.
Can you explain it again? Yeah, when you cast Emergent Ultimatum, you get Tezzeret, Vorinclex, and Omniscience. And when you get those 3 cards, you're guaranteed to end up with an Omniscience in play. I wish upon a star. Another Faithful Absence. What a tilter. Oh my gosh, they don't have another Faithful Absence. We know they have Wanderer chance. There's really no reason to attack. I'm gonna elect to play around the card that's face up in my opponent's hand. It's a kind of big brain play, but you'll understand it eventually, chat. You could say my opponent is kind of committed to making sure this Thought Distortion doesn't resolve. Chat, ain't nobody got time to play around Narset's reversal. Commit is far more likely, for sure. Is this a cycle Shark Typhoon angle, chat? I think this might be a cycle Shark Typhoon angle. Nah, we'll do this. Sweet, no commit. I don't always cast Thought Distortion shit, but when I do, my opponent's empty-handed afterwards.
Remember your training.
Counterspell.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Yeah, I think we're just getting the typical combo. I was thinking about being cheeky, but I think these three are correct. So again, if they don't give us Omniscience, we cast Tezzeret first, so it resolves second. We play Vorinclex. Tezzeret comes in with 10 counters. We get to downtick Tezzeret for his emblem, which lets us fetch up Omniscience at end of turn here. No need to be cute.
Strike fast and strike hard. Until next time, then.
Those who cannot perceive me.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
Is not giving us Omniscience the correct play? I don't know. I mean, the reality, chat, is that, like, the point of this deck is Emergent Ultimatum isn't giving our opponent the choice. Like, their choices don't matter. Like, Emergent Ultimatum, yeah, you just concede when the ultimatum resolves, generally speaking. Like, if the card resolves, you're losing the game, is like the TLDR. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this worked out pretty well. The Hermits got to show up and flex in that last match like we wanted them to. Honestly, I think the kind of weakest card in the deck was probably Key to the Archive, and even that was fine. It's just another ramp spell. And yeah, this Vorinclex, Omniscience, Tezzeret is a neat pile for this, you know? Just guaranteed getting this card into play is pretty good, turns out. And we're playing an 80-card deck with Yorion, so we draw these one-ofs less frequently, and then we play 3 of these in the main with 4 of these to get it, so we have like a virtual 9 copies of Omniscience. Yeah, much better than Volky Tibalt, for sure. Yeah, I think the optimal play is you give them you're supposed to give us Vorinclex Omniscience and then hope our hand is bad. I think is the correct line. Makes you most likely to win after we do this, but our hand has to be pretty bad. And then people, I'm gonna be honest, chat. People asked about the Ketria Triome a few times. I just assumed our mana base had 5 Triomes in it. The person that sent me this deck list was just missing a rare wild card for the 4th Zagoth Trap. So there wasn't some big brain reason you're missing that there was a Temur Triome. They were just wild card poor, which happens, chat. I would say we've all been there, but I've never been there because I have a credit card. But many, many people will understand that. All right.